Hey again, everyone. I know I have been bombing this channel with all sorts of videos, and I'm going to continue to do that because I am feeling very clear, very inspired, and very motivated to share some of the deeper wisdom that I have gathered over my last 13 years as a multifaceted entrepreneur. So, as I've mentioned, I've recently relaunched an old Facebook group that had been paused and is completely dead, and brought it back to life with a new premise, which is enlightened entrepreneurship. And the reason why I feel inspired to do this is because I am recognizing that there are a lot more people out there in the world, like myself, who are both on a journey of personal development, spiritual connection, conscious awareness, who are also creatives and aspirational, successful, or developing entrepreneurs. And I want to bring us together. And I know the only way I can bring us together is by really talking, like real talk, not just surface level, about the depth of which we experience reality, experience life. Call it neurodivergence, call it your spiritual gifts, but there are just some people in this world who have a different type of lived experience than the average individual. They are in a state of heightened awareness. And we have to do our work to not look down on others who aren't quite where we are, because everybody is on their own journey with this, and everyone is equipped with their own unique gifts. But today I want to talk about the value of actually sharing depth and substance with others, even if you feel as if what you are trying to express is too unique, too complex, or that others will never understand it. Because that very idea that we are separate, and I just made another video about this, is something that we have taken on ourselves because of our experience as self-aware individuals and observers and people who understand things as far as life being more or less a game of 3D chess that we are observing and both participating in. Adding depth and substance is not the easy path. A lot of creatives default to doing what is familiar or is a spin-off of something that the general population of people will understand in order to make a living as a creative. We are in the worst time of this because you just go on any of the short video platforms and you'll see, if you catch a wave on any specific algorithm, people just making more of the same. Things are just stacking up as people are figuring out that one of the ways to be successful more quickly is just to duplicate what has already been successful. And that is leaving a lot of us who crave depth and substance and things that actually stimulate our intellect feeling very numb and worn out, and as if there is no place for us in this world. If you are experiencing that frustration, or perhaps you've experienced that frustration, thought, there's nothing I can do about this, so I'm just going to play it safe and go along with it, today I would like to encourage you not to do that at all. I would like to invite you to start catering to the highest intellect and believe truly that others can rise there with you, and that there are people out there who feel the way you do and who also are looking for others to be there with them. This is why we have reached this point in society where people with the most influence seem to have the shallowest worldviews, and why everything feels super divisive, where the people with the loudest voices don't seem to understand nuance, let alone empathy, and who want to have everybody categorizing and labeling themselves, because when we do that, we are putting ourselves into certain boxes, we are pre-sorting ourselves, making us much easier to control. So when you go out of your comfort zone and say something with depth and substance, even if you are fearful that it is too much and not everyone will understand, What you are actually doing is you're rising above that. And what it attracts, and if you're an entrepreneur, this is what you want to attract, are other people who are thinking at your level, who are not down in the shallows. And anything that feels chaotic, dramatic, divisive, hopeless, and is causing you to feel like you're an alien here on Earth, come, take me home, will go away, because you will start connecting with other considerate, empathetic, intellectual people. And in those circles, even if you don't always agree or don't always fully understand each other, the effort is to come to an understanding, because people at that level, their goal isn't to be in conflict or to dominate or control. It is simply to continue to evolve in their own personal development, their own progress, and to take value from things that are shared with them from others, and they can practice discernment and discard the things that aren't. And when you add a little bit of sprinkle of authenticity and vulnerability to the equation, there is a beautiful thing that happens that is called connection. And if you agree with me that we are in an era where there is just too much disconnect, too much isolation, too much separation, too much loneliness, they're calling it a loneliness epidemic. We may not be the majority, us conscious thinkers, us self-aware people, but we are those who have the ability to shape the world through our collaborative effort to move forward and progress new ideas and new ways. And we can set the bar and the standard of what we are willing to allow for ourselves. We can't control other people. We set that bar only for ourselves. So if you find yourself down in the dumps because everything feels vacant and empty and disconnecting, then it's actually your prerogative to rise yourself above that and start seeking out others who feel the same way, but who want to exist above it. And the only way you can do that is by exposing yourself. And the only way to expose yourself is to go a bit deeper and share a little more. Now, you may have a wounded artist's heart, where perhaps you did write beautiful pieces and nobody seemed to read them, or you created music or artwork of any form, media content, perhaps you've started a YouTube channel trying to create buy-in on your depth-filled thoughts, and then you became frustrated when you realized that what it seemed like everybody wanted was more brain rot, mind-numbing emptiness. And so you became sad, and that formed your worldview. Well, today I'd like to inspire you by inviting you to join a community I have reinvigorated. It is a community called Enlightened Entrepreneurs. We exist on Facebook. Come on in, come say hi, join us. This is what it's about. We want to give depth and substance back into the online world, the real world, our lives, ourselves. That's the motivation behind this. And if you are picking up what I'm throwing down, and you just need a little taste of that to re-inspire, re-motivate you, then this is a place you may like to be. So please click the link here in the description of the video, and also share your own thoughts on this with me. Write me a nice long comment if you will. I definitely will read it and try to respond with the same enthusiasm for the interaction, because that's what I like to do. And I'm very tired of wandering myself down and being so surface level when there is so much more substance going on in here. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed my other videos, and I really appreciate your time. Come join the community. There's lots of good stuff happening there, and I'll see you in the next one.